Welcome, fellow adventurers, to our little spot on the internet. Join us as we explore our world.
Follow along as we share our adventures on the roads less traveled.
A truck, a trailer, and we three. Come along. So, in the Sierra Nevadas, heading out of town. Snow everywhere. Heading out of town. Snow everywhere. And we're on our way. A new adventure lies. Pretty fun. Big surprise. Going to be a big change at Nothing Adventured, Nothing Gained. Really looking forward to it. Can't wait to break it so everybody can see it, because it's going to be super fun. And hope you guys stand by and watch and subscribe and do all the fun things you know you need to do when you're on someone's channel. We appreciate the effort and the time that it takes to subscribe. And stand by for big news. Just came across the summit of Golconda, by the Golconda mines, coming down the hill in the middle of nowhere, Nevada. I should have a nowhere, Nevada, come to think of it. Anyway, we're going to drop down this hill right here, and you're going to see this expansive part of Nevada just open up. And what's really cool is you can see the headlights of the cars way out there. I don't think the road changes for like 6 miles. 1 inch left or right. It just goes on and on and on. In Sun Valley, Idaho, the new domicile for now, and on to the second part of the grand adventure on Nothing Adventured, Nothing Gained. Big things in the work this morning. Got a long way to go, and tomorrow is going to be the day of reveal. Well, that's when we're going to record it. And we'll see when the video actually comes out, means we're super busy, but thanks for taking your time to watch the videos. We appreciate your time and your effort in joining us on our mini adventures. And of course, as always, we'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe, and always hit the like button and share it with your friends. The interaction is always a good thing, so leave your comments. So it just so happens that about 3 years ago now, we were doing something. I was on YouTube, and I came across a guy and a girl and their family, and they were going to keep their daydream. So I started following KYD. It was actually kind of cool. Watch them go from being complete noobs to seeing this country, even going to places other than this country, Canada, Mexico, New Zealand. Super cool stuff. And Trish said that you just need to do it, no matter what. A friend of ours had loaned us his truck and his fifth wheel, so we knew we wanted to do it. We just didn't know how badly we wanted to do it. I apologize for the shakiness. Roads in Sun Valley aren't super great yet. They're supposed to fix them. We shall see. But we found the truck, and then I lucked into a trailer, got a great deal on a trailer. It was older, but it had a lot of nice upgrades. And since then, I've put a brand new water heater in it because it worked, but it didn't work well. And that wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be. And we've taken it hundreds of places. The coast, obviously Yellowstone, that's like our second home. The coast of California, both directions, up into Oregon, back down. So it has played really well, but it's time for an upgrade. And we're on our way to make said upgrade happen. So a long way to go in Sun Valley going to Cheyenne. And we'll get back to this in a bit. And here we are, Cheyenne, Wyoming. Pulled into an aptly named place called Adventure RV. stayed at the Best Western right down the road. It was really nice, really simple, really easy. And now all we gotta do is wait for him to open the gate. Looks like somebody's getting a brand new S-Class Solitude. And there's a Passport Light and an Imagine XLS. An Imagine XLS, and then right there, right in front of us, is a little thing called an Imagine 3150BH by Grand Design. It's all ours. Just somebody needs to open this gate. Good morning. This is, who are you, sir?
Seth.
And he is?
Shop foreman at Adventure RV.
In Cheyenne, Wyoming. He's the man that made this trailer all back the way it's supposed to be. And then we're going to turn it over to my walkthrough buddy, which is?
Forrest. I'm also a mechanic here at Adventure RV. Here you got your Imagine. Inside here you've got all your TV set up. Fridge is all turned on. Microwave works like a regular microwave inside your coach.
You left the fly swatter. Do we have flies really bad in...
In Wyoming, yes, they're terrible here. It's actually the millers that'll get you here. Right here's all your controls for everything. Your ceiling light. There's an awning light on the outside. I'll show you that. Water pump controls, your water heater controls, your slide 1 and slide 2 controls in and out, and then your awning extension and retract, and then also your furnace controls. Here you got all your levels. You got batteries full, fresh tank is empty, black tank is empty, gray tank 1 is empty, gray tank 2. That
should be empty too, but it's
empty.
not.
But we winterized it, so it probably has a little bit of antifreeze in it. There's no worry there.
Sounds like a plan.
We dump it down the drain. So
thanks so much for making sure that we don't have anything in the black tank.
Yeah,
that's always a beneficial thing.
Beneficial thing for sure. So we can head on out here. All your doors and latches here, they're not held on latches anymore. They're all held by magnets.
Nice.
So you don't have to worry about having a little plastic latch that breaks or anything like that. No, that's definitely a big thing here in Wyoming for sure. With the wind and stuff.
We trying to say it's windy here?
A little bit. A little bit. And then up here in the front, I don't know how they didn't clean that. But we got
your little bath.
A little bath, but you got your cable there for plug in.
Oh, it comes with a dog bone. Awesome.
Dog bone, yep. And then it also has your little adapter that goes down to an extension cord adapter as well. And then these are your stabilizer jacks. They're only meant for stabilization. They're not meant for leveling the coach.
You mean I have to use something else to level the trailer? Come on.
And up here you got your retract and extend on your jack leg there. Here's your propane control, propane up here. Open, close. This one's open right now. You got a little feed splitter valve. You just got to turn it, whichever tank you're wanting to pull out of.
These are 7-gallon tanks instead of 5? Looks taller.
Yeah, these are, I believe these are 7-gallon tanks.
Nope, look like 5s.
No, there's about 6.5 in them, so about 7. So then your battery box up here, batteries all hooked up, wired up, good to go. Then you have an option for a solar panel, just plug in right there on the side. And then I don't believe this one is wired with the controller. The controller's not in there. No.
What controller for what? Oh, the solar controller?
For the solar controller, yep. You'd have to get a solar controller and make sure that it's all wired in correctly. Right here is your black tank flush. So you hook up a garden hose, keep your drains open for your black tank, and then it'll flush out your black tank when you're done. Right here, down below, as you can see, it's labeled. You got your low point drains down below. They're red and blue down here. If you want to drain your lines, things like that, you'll just drain them right there. Your black tank, your gray tank pulls are right here. You'll pull your black tank first, and then your gray tank.
Always a good idea to flush.
Always flush it out with the gray tank.
So I have 2 gray tanks. What are the 2 gray tanks for?
The 2 gray tanks, so what they do is with the floor plan, it's all the same thing. So the gray tanks, what they do is when you're running your faucet, running your shower, or anything like that, that's where that residual dirty water goes into. But your black tank is sewage.
No, I mean I have 2 gray tanks, so...
Right, so the point is just, there's one in the back and one in the front of the coach, just the way that the floor plan is with keeping it low slung, so that as a guy like you being so tall, you're not like scrunched up inside the coach.
One of the reasons I went with the Grand Design, I didn't want to be scrunched up all day long.
Right, exactly. And a lot of places have been converting to that lower floor plan with 2 gray tanks. Here you got your shore power plug-in for your 110.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's neat. And here you have your slide, and this runs off a Schwintek design. So it's just little teeth that grab it. And what you want to do when you're running them in and out, it's usually about every 3 or 4 times, is when I'm running it, I hold the button for about 4 to 5 seconds longer than when is needed on than when when it syncs up, just so that the motors, they stay in sync. And then if it gets into a bind or anything weird and it starts like one side's further in than the other, just hold it all the way in, or restart, take it all the way back out and hold it till that reseats completely, and then you can take it in and it should line back up. But we don't really have a lot of problems with these.
Yeah, the Schwintek's pretty good. Just keep them lubed, right?
Right. It's not. No, don't put any lube or anything inside of these. Keep them clean.
It was a joke.
Keep them dry. Anything like that. And so, got your good. The seals are pretty well on this. It seemed to stay sealed up, other than.
So that's the extra piece of aluminum that you guys did.
Right. Exactly, to get it structured a little better. So, and then we can slide around the back here.
Yeah, I think I can fit through there.
You got your ladder up to the top. Got a whole lot of crazy things up there, just your vent covers, things like that. In here you got your bumper where you got your sewage cap, where you can put your sewer hose. More stabilizing jacks in the rear. You got your spare tire mounted. Right here you have a spray port.
Oh, that's the one thing I didn't see. I didn't see the spray hose.
Yeah, I didn't have a spray hose. I can get you on it if need be. We have them inside just for an exterior shower. Then right here you have your exterior kitchen, and honestly, I don't know. So you got a little fridge, mini fridge, and then a microwave back here. Then you can have your.
It's never been used.
No, it's a brand new microwave actually. The microwave that was in this coach didn't work, so we had to replace it. It's brand new. So
nice.
You got a light in here, so you can, plug in whatever, toaster, whatever. And then there's also underneath here, there's a quick disconnect for the propane, where you can just use your front pump or use your front bottles, and then you can have a little grill, like a little Pullman grill or whatever up here. And then there's also a stuff. Why is it stuff?
Because that hose is probably in the way. The force is like it's just now beginning.
Right. Okay. Are you stuck? Yep, you're right. Hose was not in its secure position. So here's your hose. Just that little quick disconnect. Just got your stove there, and there's just a little push pin underneath. Just set them in there, up and out of the way.
Nice.
And you shouldn't have any more issues with that. Take this.
I'm surprised at 6'4" I can actually extend underneath it.
I was surprised that you were able to too.
I don't imagine in all camping conditions it's that way, but can't complain.
Right. It's all shut up there. Then we can store more storage.
Looks like it's bowed. That's kind of weird, but cool. Is it just my imagination?
That's the way it looks, because it does it too when you're on this side. It's odd. Definitely odd, for sure.
Yeah, it is bowed.
Is it?
Like this.
Oh, yeah.
No big deal.
You know, and that's... You can't expect a house with these things either.
Right?
A lot of people, they expect perfection with campers. Kind of hard to break their hearts.
Yeah, no. And it goes through a rolling earthquake every time it goes down the road.
Right, exactly. And then, yeah, obviously this one runs on the Shrintech as well.
That's good advice on holding that button down. I like that. It's a good idea.
Keep them in sync. I mean, you can even do it every time. It doesn't hurt the motors. There is an overload position on the motors, so it'll only click like 3 or 4 times, and then it'll shut off. Or it'll run up smooth, and then it'll just it'll stop.
You sound like you've done this before, like 2 or 3 times a day.
A few times, yeah. Then you got your awning. I'll show you the awning, and we can make that work real quick. Go around the other side of the front. Shocks and cut off. That's it right there for now. It can go out. It goes out probably another 3 or 4 feet.
Yeah.
And then there's the adjustments right there. That little twist knob. You take that and it'll adjust your angle up or down on the side of it.
Let the rain off.
Let the rain off. Yep, exactly.
So, Forrest, you work on these things every day and you deal with customers every day. What's a good way to take care of these seals for these windows?
Seals, just keep them clean, really. I wouldn't recommend like putting any rubber
Conditioner or
anything on them, because it'll just make them deteriorate and slick and not seal correctly. Just keep them clean. That would be my best advice.
Yeah, I know some people who were complaining about it, so I just figured I'd ask the pros. Not that you do this every day.
Right, exactly. So it's just like the seals on your truck. You don't put any conditioner on them, or it's kind of like putting like a really shiny tire dressing on your tires. It'll eventually cause dry rot.
Yeah.
And cause your tire to lose that moisture.
Especially if it's Armor All, because Armor All has fish oil in it.
Exactly. It'll suck the purpose of what that rubber's doing out of there.
And that's my CO2 detector down there?
CO2 propane detector.
Nice.
All built in is one. It runs off the 12 volt off the battery, so you don't have to worry about batteries in that one. And in the middle of the coach here, you have your smoke detector. Right here, all running well. I believe there's one in here, possibly in the bedroom, and then I believe the bedroom in the front there is one as well.
So the GFI that's in the kitchen is all connected to that GFI right there?
Yep, they're all connected to that single one. So if for some reason they don't work, you have to reset that one GFI.
That's important.
Yeah, definitely worth nothing. Fridge is turned on.
Oh, and the fireplace is working.
Fireplace is working. Working well. I believe it's set to. But you have ducting for the heat. That's all down below on the lower end of the coach. There's ducting in a lot of places. There's a duct there. You can hear your return around that area over by the sink. And there's a duct right there by the sink as well. And then in here in the back, there's the heat register in the back right here by the closet door.
The only one in the floor.
The only one in the floor, yes. The lights there. You got a little cubby up here for whatever you want to put up there, kids, things like that. A light there, night light, whatnot. Then here you got another bunk, but there's a little latch down below. Lift it up. You have full use of the couch. I believe this one is a pull-out couch as well. So these in here.
Nice.
And then the head on the ottoman goes in there, I believe. No? I don't think that's right.
So these go down,
Go down.
and then that flips down.
Oh, yep, we work it out.
Yep, this is what my daughter sleeps on in the other trailer.
Oh, perfect.
She's looking for her own bed, so maybe she'll be sleeping on the one that's on top, but more than likely she'll end up sleeping on this because she already does that already.
Oh, perfect.
She's looking forward to having a closet, though.
Oh, I bet.
One of the cool things about this floor model.
And then you got,
It's even got a light. Oh my God, she'll be able to see where to put her clothes on the floor.
it's actually motion sense. If you set it on the 2 position, maybe. If at all. Maybe not. I guess it's just on or off.
Oh, I think she'll be able to deal with that.
Yeah, exactly. Just stowed away position. This can be stowed in either the up or the down position.
For traveling, it doesn't make any
Traveling
difference.
doesn't make any difference.
Nice.
So it holds itself down pretty well. Pretty
Looks like
much.
there's a lot of weight to it.
Quite a bit of weight to it. Not terrible, but quite a bit of weight to it there. Here you got fancy lighting for the cups and underneath the seat.
Nice.
And then there's, I don't know what the button does, but there's heated mode for it. And then they also recline. There's just a little hole. So,
Well, I know I'm going to spend a lot of time.
right, exactly. So, light above there as well. So if you're reading or something, need a little bit of extra light.
So you have the all lights on and off as just these?
It's just
or does
these
it?
in the center, in
Sweet.
the front, in the center section.
And then they can be turned on individually? Or?
Nope, they're all run off that one switch, so not individually. So some coaches are set up that way. This one isn't. It's just the way that they're
Yeah, you know,
formed, and
it's all straight and they put them on a curved ceiling. And
yeah,
things have to
things have to morph.
things have to give.
Right. Exactly. So, and then here you have your antenna jack. It's in the down position right now. And you just hold this button, give it a twist to the left. It's all the way up there. Just to the right.
Probably doesn't
All the
go
way down.
very far, huh?
It doesn't go out very far at all. It's not supposed to be like one of those ones that like sticks up 8 foot.
My Comfort's got like an original whip CB antenna on the top of it.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, and then here's your bedroom. Full size there. And you got storage underneath the bed. And you got your light switch here.
Oh yeah, it is a full-size mattress. They took the queen out.
They took the queen out. Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
Strange.
You can slide a queen in here, no problem. It's a little bit of a fight to get it in. And then down below, I believe on this one, there's just a regular plug-in on this side. But on this side, there's a plug-in and a USB.
Nice.
So you have your phones or whatever stowed away right here on this side. You got your TV in here. That was customer installation there. Previous customer installation on this TV. And then storage up above.
Oh, that's a lot of storage.
Not storage. These are pretty deep up here. Same with these. These are go all the way to the front of the coach
Wow.
as well. So then you got your shower area and your bathroom area, heated and cooled as well. Got your light switches over here. Got your fan control. Light switch there. Then with these sliding doors, I always make sure that these are closed and this is latched when traveling, so that these don't
Bang and
free
break.
fall and break. Well, these won't break. They're plastic or ABS plastic, but it's a matter that they'll fall out of their rails, and they're pretty simple to put back up. You just gotta hang them, and then those little buttons on the bottom, they'll push the wheels down, and you can just slide it back into position. Pretty simple there. More storage in here. I always like to have all kinds of storage for these things, and then wherever else storage under here too. You could get a few accessories down there as well with it. Looks like for the shower.
Huh.
So,
like the original shower head or something.
Original shower head looks like. So, we got 2 doors here, so you can have the door shut here and the door shut there. So, someone's got to go to the restroom in the middle of the night. You're not waking up whoever else in the coach.
I like that. Privacy.
So, privacy.
Oh, and Forrest. That's so nice of you to leave me something for the trip home.
Right.
Especially with the wind that's supposed to be on the way home.
Right. Exactly.
Could be interesting.
Yeah. And then there's also a starter kit that we have. I'm going to actually go get that real quick from inside my shop. It's got garden hose, comes with a roll of toilet paper, and then it comes with another little adapter for your plug that goes from your 30 amp plug to the 15 amp, just regular extension cord.
Nice. So you can plug it in at the house if you have to.
Right, exactly. So, I believe that is all and about it. I could show you, we can run the slides in and out a couple times.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
We'll watch that real quick. You got your slide 1. I'll have you.
Probably get out of the way, huh?
This is your slide 1. So, what I normally do, I've learned this the hard way, is I always run, so I run it 1 and then 2 and then 2 and then 1. Like if you had multiple slides, like a couple of these coaches out here have like 4 or 5 slides. I always go from 1 to 5 and then 5 to 1.
Reason being?
Just reason being is you can watch what goes on, because then if you bring in the first 2, you can't see anything. And if there's a slide in the back and you have a door that is still open or a door that is going to get in the way, a piece of cabinetry, you can see it before it catches it and breaks it.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yes, definitely something worth watching. So, slide 2 is the one in the back. It's all the way out. And this slide, if you have it all the way in, you can still get into that room. You just can't access the closet.
Oh, that makes it simple. First time with swing cups, I never realized they made that much noise.
Yeah, they make a little bit of noise. They're not the quietest things either. So. There's that room. I can show you that one real quick. It's all shut in, closed down, but you can still access both beds and the couch.
Yeah, she's got time to sleep if it's someplace quickly alongside the road or something. We don't have to put all the slides out.
Right, exactly. Just have to put up the wall. So, and then we can light switch over here. Little light there. You got control this one here. Just go slide in. And then with you guys living in Idaho, I would not recommend more than like eighth inch of snow on top of the slide before you bring it in. I'd wipe it all off because it can cause a bind on the slide. So. There's that, and then you can just shut your ceiling light off there.
Nice.
And then the awning light, I'm going to show you that. It's just a little LED strip that runs alongside of the outside of the coach. And that actually lights up pretty well outside when you're running it. So there's that, and then your furnace controls, you just tap it. It's in the off position now. Fan mode. Might take a minute to kick on.
Yeah, if the box is hot, it's got to cool down before it goes in that mode.
Right, exactly.
So much simpler.
Right, so much simpler. Just simple controls there. Shows the ambient temp and inside coach, or what you're wanting to do. That right there is your fire extinguisher. We're saying it's only a couple years old, so not too bad. Meant for escape only, is not meant for firefighting purposes.
Now, is that normal?
That is normal. It's the way the steel is. It's just super thick steel. And it's supposed to sit like that. So.
Sweet.
Is
he on the phone? Yes. So these are the fine people at Adventure RV in Cheyenne, Wyoming, who just sold us our first Grand Design. This would be John. And John, what do you do here?
I'm the general manager.
And how crazy did my wife drive you over getting this trailer?
No comment.
No comment. Oh, come on. Here's your chance. Throw her under the bus.
No.
She's like a dog on a bone, huh?
Yes.
How many phone calls have you received from her?
I can't count.
They don't have a count number for that. And then this is my finance manager who got me our trailer all ready to go.
Yep.
And his name is?
My name's Dean Lee.
And he's the guy that's going to make sure that when you come to Adventure RV and buy your Grand Design here, that you get the deal that you need to have. And it's kind of cool that Nuttin Adventured, Nuttin Gained bought their trailer from Adventure RV in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Thank you guys. We greatly appreciate it. Well, as you can see, I'm walking out the door, and we have officially become a member of the Grand Design community. Here lies the new Nuttin Adventured, Nuttin Gained 3150BH. All hooked up. New Kurt hitch. Truck sits leveler than it has before. Needs a bath, but that's to be expected. Gonna have a big spot for a nice piece of Nuttin Adventured, Nuttin Gained on here to follow us on YouTube and Instagram. Outdoor kitchen. The big living room slide. Pretty exciting. Actually, way exciting. Way fun. So cool. Yay! Now everything needs to get back and get washed. Truck's dirty, trailer's dirty. What a proper fitting start to the 3rd of March, 2021.